This Thursday, the semifinals and the grand final of the ZrT Trackmania Cup will take place. First time ever, it will be played out in a trio format. And I'm lucky enough to be joined by two of the three players in Les Crooks, Hev and Alfadream. Welcome to the channel. It's the first time
Hello.
for both of you. So, Hev, can you explain to people just a quick summary about who you are, what do we need to know about you, and why are you the future star of Trackmania?
Future, I don't know, but yeah, I started playing not too long ago, like 1.5 years. So, in like a lot of people in semis are very old players, very experienced.
Mm.
I don't,
Yeah.
I don't know. Um, so yeah, it feels kind of crazy to be in semis, as I don't have very much experience.
Mm.
Um, I didn't participate in a lot of competitions, so yeah, very happy to be here, and I'm gonna do my best.
Mm. And Alpha Dream, like I mentioned beforehand, we started this. I have been sliding into your DMs a couple of times, but this is the first time on this channel. So, who are you? Who is Alpha Dream? What do we need to know about you?
Hello, so I'm Alfadream. I'm the manager and coach for GameWorld. So I'm coaching Holdal and Gwen. I don't do a lot of cups, but I think I'm in the game cause of the ZrT Cup. I'm a big fan of this event, so it's why I'm playing this, and I'm very glad this year to be in semi-final. Not expected, but yes, I'm here. So let's go.
Yeah, I have to be honest. It was not expected for me as well because I saw, of course, the biggest name is the guy who isn't here is Badlulu. He has been in the semifinals so many times, and I was like, okay, maybe he doesn't take it serious. And that was also the story I got after day one because I looked up how many points have your trio collected. It was not among the top trios, but if I ask you this, Hiv, how much have you as a trio prepared? How serious do you take this edition of the ZrT Trackmania Cup?
Personally, I trained a lot since it's my first ZRT, so I wanted to be as best as I could. Luckily, I could play with Badlulu and Alfadream. They are very experienced players. Um, so yeah, I trained a lot. Badlulu couldn't train as much because he is a professional League of Legends player. So yeah, he couldn't train as much as past years, and this is probably why he played with both of us.
Mm.
Like, I'm not very known in the community, and Alpha Dream isn't known as a player. So yeah, he came with less training, but still make it so we are in semis.
Mm. Yeah, Alpha, can you tell us what is the story about you three coming together? Because normally it's a solo edition for the ZrT Cup, and then you can basically play alone. But now there is a trio edition. Who is the guy to slide into the DMs of the other players? Who is the guy to ask, "Hey, do you need a team?" or "I need a team, so can you help me out?" How was this team created?
So it's me behind the trio. But first, I'm friend with Badlulu. We are all time in vocals. So all this year, I said with him, it will be a duo cup. So go together. Lulu, take that for fun. But now he's a League of Legends player, so he don't have much time to spend at it. So he said, yes, we can try together, but I will not train for this event. And it was not expected to be here because at the start of the competition, it was not Hev with us, it was Socrato.
Mm.
But Socrato can't finally be with us for the cup, and I after the WR of Eve on Twitter, I send a DM and yes,
Hmm.
is that the trio become true.
Hmm. But before this last quarterfinal, that was the day after all of these qualification matches. Did you have any goals about, okay, maybe we can reach it, so maybe we train more even Sunday morning? How was the preparation before the quarterfinal? Was it like, let's train more than we did before the Saturday, or was it, let's just have fun?
Yeah, we didn't have a goal set. Like, we went in Saturday, we knew that we could go through, and then the quarterfinal was like, okay, we are here, that's very cool, let's try not to do last. And like, we had a very optimism mindset before going into it, so I guess it's kind of why we went through. And a good map pack. Not gonna lie, the map pack was very good.
But have you personally gotten any reactions or any feedback after that quarterfinal? Because a name that I haven't heard, I have to be honest, I basically just follow the top players, and I haven't heard your name, but after that quarterfinal, people bring up you like, oh, maybe he can be something in the future. Have you heard people saying that to you, or are they saying it to me, so I have to say it to you?
No, like, after the quarter, a lot of people that I already know went into my DMs to congrats me. Some players of BPP team,
Yep.
the Alfadream and Badlulu team, went in my DMs to congrats me also, when I did not know them before. So yeah, it was very great.
But now it's a semi-final, and new for this semi-final, people that don't know, until this point you have collected points as a trio, so let's say that Heav get 100 points, Alfadream get 50 points, well, then the team got 150 points. Now you have to get finalist yourself, you have to finish that finalist mode. Alfadream, is this a benefit or is this a disadvantage for your trio that now every single player basically have to finish what they started with finalist mode?
I think it's not a benefit, but I think we have reached our goals to be in semi-finals. And personally, I'm the worst player of the match, I think, at the start. But I have some goals for this semi. For example, I hope don't finish last of the match. First goal. After that, I will make a 10 point for the flex if I can, and finally maybe reach 100 points. But yes, it will be difficult. To speak about Eve a little bit, we knew that Eve was good player, but we didn't know how strong he could be in match. So we have seen that he is very strong with pressure. So maybe he can reach the finalist mode, but it will be very, very difficult because Papalik, I think, is a unbeatable team of the tournament.
Yeah, because it's sort of unlucky for you guys that people, ever since it was announced, they have spoken about one trio. It's Gwen, it's Papu, and it's Aurel. And they have looked really good in qualification as well. And in this semi-final, it's Gwen, Papu, and Aurel against you, and then it's MMS against you guys. But it's only one trio that advances, so you basically have to beat Gwen, Aurel, and Papu to advance. Is that even possible, or would that be maybe a surprise of the history of Trackmania? How do you see your chances against a team like that, Heath?
I would like to say that we could win, but I don't think that this is possible. They are just very well prepared. They play a lot. They are good. They have everything to win the whole competition. So yeah, I don't think that we can deny them from going into final.
And Alfadream, you have a sort of a double role here because you can either go ahead and win it, or you can knock out your own player, that is Gwen, who's looking to win this with his at least 11 world records last time I checked on Twitter. But is it possible to beat your own sort of player in Gwen, Aurel, and Papu?
I think it's impossible, but it's a Trackmania match, 100 point in Mod Cup. So I don't know, but I think it's impossible. It's I think personal goals for the semi, and yes, do a good match, good performance, personal performance after, yes.
Final question from me then is going to be, how do you see this tournament playing out? Who is going to be the first winning trio? If I start with you, Alfadream, who is going to win this edition of the ZrT Trackmania Cup?
I think by what I have seen in training that it will be Papalik with Gwen, but I have a little hope that it will be Wooby because Holdal is one of my players and I trust him a lot for the ZrT Cup. So yes, yeah.
And Hev, who do you see winning it besides yourself? Because I can only imagine that once you go to sleep, you're trying to imagine the picture of you and Alfadream and Badlulu winning it. But who do you think is going to win it?
I think that it's going to be between Papalik and BS Plus. They are the best and the well-prepared team. So if I have to make a choice, I'll take Papalik. Just for the experience.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you want to address to maybe the English community, because it's the first time you're on this channel and I haven't heard anybody else doing English interviews, so you probably haven't spoken so much to the English community. Hev, is there anything you want to say to maybe the people that is going to support you while they of course watch a French stream, but hey, they can still be supporters of you?
Yeah, I think that new players are always welcome. So as a new player, I have a lot to prove, and we'll see in the future.
Alfadream, anything you want to say to the community? Anything you want to say before we close this interview?
Yes, but the international community are insane with players, lot of good players, and you can follow me on Alfadream00 on Twitter if you want more information.
There we have it. You can slide into the DMs of Alfadream and Hev probably as well, and probably Badlulu, who is also too busy to be here. He's playing some random game called League of Legends. But thank you so much for stepping up and doing this, and actually being more than one player. Most of the other interviews, I think it's going to be either one or two. So you are at least representing your strong trio here on this channel, and then you're a favorite of mine. So thanks, guys, for stepping up.
Thanks a lot.